I'm Tom Hallick with your Canadian Junior Football League report. We start in the Prairie Football Conference. It was Championship Sunday on the Prairies. The Saskatoon Hilltops and Calgary Colts squared off in the Prairie Football Conference title game for the second time in 4 years at Griffith Stadium on Sunday afternoon. And it was the Hilltops capturing their second straight title as they romped over the Colts by a score of 32-3. The first half of the championship contest was a defensive tussle as the Hilltops had an 8-0 edge late in the middle frame when slotback John Trumpy hauled in a 35-yard bomb from pivot Chase Bradshaw down to the Colts' 17. Trumpy led all pass catchers on the day with 79 yards on a pair of receptions. Regan Schuler would run it in on the next play to make it 15-0 Saskatoon at halftime. Schuler would have 148 yards on 29 carries. Hilltops linebacker Adam Morrison would ice the win 5 minutes into the third quarter as he intercepted a Clayton Maskowicz pass and ran it 47 yards for a major score that made it 22-0. After the teams exchanged field goals, Hilltops linebacker Ben Cressman, who tied a modern PFC record for interceptions in a game with 3, tied the record in style with a 20-yard return for a 6-pointer. Greg Jones of the Hilltops had 3 in a November 5th, 1978 playoff game. Bradshaw completed 12 of 18 passes for 179 yards with a touchdown and interception, while Maskowicz was 16 of 34 for 188 yards and threw 4 interceptions. The Hilltops head to Nanaimo next Saturday to play the Vancouver Island Raiders in the newly renamed Jostens Cup game. The Raiders punched their tickets as they blanked the Langley Rams 44-0 in the BCFC's Cullen Cup final. The Raiders' high-octane offense amassed 441 yards of total offense, with Jordan Yance completing 14 of 22 for 216 yards and throwing for 3 touchdowns. He would also run the ball 5 times and scored a pair of touchdowns. The Raider defense allowed a mere 74 yards passing from the Rams and forced Langley to turn over the ball 4 times. The Rams trailed 7-0 after 1, but the Raiders broke the game open with 3 second-quarter touchdowns to have a 28-0 halftime lead. The Rams were able to move the ball along the ground. Kyle Albertini would run 11 times for 142 yards, but the quarterbacking tandem of John Ronnie and Brandon Lay finished a combined 5 of 21 with 2 interceptions. Nick Downey would have 2 catches for 55 yards. Turning to the Ontario Football Conference, Joel Archer and his Windsor AKO Fratman mates are taking aim at the Hamilton Hurricanes. The Fratman and Hurricanes will meet for the OFC title on Saturday at Windsor's Alumni Field, as the matchup was determined on the weekend when the Fratman trounced the Burlington Braves by a score of 62-7, and the defending champion Hurricanes downed the St. Leonard Cougars 42-3 on Sunday night at Ivor Wynne Stadium. Archer, a versatile receiver and rusher who led the league with 11 touchdowns in the regular season, had 5 touchdown catches to eliminate the 4th-place Braves. His third was a 55-yard pass from quarterback Christian Hackney to put Windsor up 25-0. Combined through the air and on the ground, Archer had 297 yards of offense. Bo Lumley also chipped in with a 56-yard touchdown run. Burlington's only touchdown came on a 9-yard pass from Lucas Spagnolo to Jake Pearsall. The Hurricanes, which got solid rushing performances from Ryan Kotar and Troy Croonan, led 19-3 at the half on a pair of Chris Bartolomeo field goals, a 5-yard touchdown run by Kotar, and a 10-yard touchdown reception by Matt Coates. Jocelyn Calixt had a 12-yard field goal for the Cougars. Francis Bartolomeo would run a yard for a touchdown in the third quarter, while quarterback Matt Francis connected with Kyle Johnston for a 6-yard pass, and Samuel Donker would score on a 3-yard touchdown run. 2 games on the go next Saturday in the Canadian Junior Football League. At 1 o'clock Pacific, it will be the Vancouver Island Raiders, the BCFC champion, hosting the Prairie Football Conference champion Saskatoon Hilltops in the Jostens Cup game, while at 1 o'clock Eastern, it will be the Windsor AKO Fratman hosting the defending OFC champion Hamilton Hurricanes in the OFC Championship game. That's your CJFL report. I'm Tom Hallick.